they got on the main roster and they got into the procedures of creative, then I did never fire anybody without any consult from Vince. In other words, he would come in and say, JR, we don't have anything for Sam anymore.
Right.
We got several ideas.
I really hope he doesn't say that.
I wish Scott would say it.
A nice guy, you know, but he's, you're gonna have to let him go. Well, what do you wanna do this? Well, we wanna do this angle, play this out, and then here. So then I would get the.
Oh man, so you'd sometimes know a month in advance.
Yeah.
Like this is coming at the end of this angle.
Correct.
But he wouldn't know, the performer wouldn't know until
No, but see,
D-Day.
Yeah, and then we let them go, and I would let them go, and then they would get some sort of, you know, what's it called,
Severance?
Severance, thank you, sir, thank you very much. Yeah, severance. And it was never fun, but now, when you see wrestlers that are bitching and disgruntled about JR did this, JR fired, he fired me, they gotta understand, I didn't create the reason to fire you. I didn't even want to fire you. I didn't like firing people, but it's part of the job.
Sure.
Give him this news. Give him this news, he got a bonus. Give him this news, he got this. And that was the news. And it's not good news.
Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
There you go.
Hey, is there any truth, sorry, is there any truth that Ronda is going to WWE, Ronda Rousey? They've been talking about that for a while.
I think it's inevitable. I really do. I think it's inevitable that she will do something. She's got a great personality, showbiz personality. She's got box office sizzle. She has sold pay-per-views. There will be people that have bought her UFC pay-per-views that will go to the WWE network or pay-per-view to watch her at, say, a WrestleMania, because she has a track record of, she has a customer base. She has a fan base. The question is, I believe that those MMA fans that loved her will follow her for her first major event in WWE. That is my take on it. So I think it's inevitable.
So you think it's inevitable she goes there? Yeah, she also loves wrestling. I mean, Roddy Piper was her,
Huge wrestler.
yeah, was an idol of hers.
And she's a mainstream star too, right? So it's not just the MMA fans that will follow her. It's the people that are just curious at this
She's a star.
spectacle that is Ronda Rousey.
Same as, and I think someday Conor McGregor will do a WWE event.
You know what? It wouldn't surprise me if he did,
It's
considering
just the money right now.
the amount of money he could probably get. Has she been training in wrestling? I heard she has been training.
She has been. I think Natty Neidhart's been doing a little tutoring with her. Natty, wrestler Natty, Stu Hart's granddaughter. One of my favorites. But Ronda's a real cool lady. I mean,
Yes.
She's good, man. I like her, and big fan of her stuff. And she's, you know, they signed one of her buddies, Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
And she was in the finals of the Mae Young tournament that WWE had. That I worked with Lita. So that MMA influence is kind of seeping in a little bit because they have good mat skills, and what they do is so logical. They're not looking to do the next spot or the next move. They're actually wrestling.
And do you think, is there any time frame on her? Because she's been out, it's been a while since she lost.
I saw some video on her a few days ago. She looked awesome.
She did.
So I think she's diligent in what she's doing. And I think she's also that athlete in her that she doesn't want to look bad. The young female Hollywood feel, but also a great athlete. She's going to want to stay in shape. Because she's not the kind of person who people say, oh, look, Ronda really let herself go.
Right, yeah.
She's 230.
I also think MMA has changed the way people look at what a fight is supposed to look like. I think that's why it's all kind of seeped into the world of pro wrestling, because kicks are a much bigger deal now. Submissions are a much bigger deal now. Chokeouts.
In the early days of my career, the wrestling hierarchy would never allow a star fan favorite, a baby face, to lose by submission. It's a bad message to the kids that you quit. And because it was totally unrealistic, it made no sense. Now anybody can lose by submission at any time because it is a proven finish.
Sure.
I like that.
And it's proven that, like, really, you know, the very tough men will submit. You know, so there's no disgrace in it. And I think what's helped wrestling too, I like the crossover back and forth, because guys like Brock, who people, guys, a wrestler, you know, he's an animal in MMA.